From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmina Conde.
And I'm Abigail Salas. Las Cruces police are investigating a fatal shooting that happened last night. It was shortly before 10 o'clock when police went to the 800 block of Holly Street in northwest Las Cruces. They found a 33-year-old man who had been shot. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigators believe the deceased and the resident of the home had been in a relationship. The name of the deceased will not be released at this time, pending notification of his family. Early voting in this year's general election begins this Tuesday here in Doña Ana County.
Any resident who is registered can cast their vote. The first early voting site to open in Doña Ana County on October 8. It will be at the County Government Building on Motel Boulevard. As Election Day on November 5 draws close, more sites will be open. On Election Day, there will be around 50 polling sites throughout the county. You can find a complete list of voting sites on the website of Doña Ana County Clerk or on Las Cruces Sound News website. New Mexico allows for in-person registration at any voting location. A group that advocates for people in prison or have been released are suing the state of New Mexico.
The group called Millions for Prisoners says people with felony convictions are being denied the right to vote. That's even though a law took effect in July of 2023 that allows them to regain that right. The group says the county clerk's office often rejects applications to regain those rights. And they also say Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver adds a barrier that requires in-person registration. The state has not issued a response to the suit. I mean, I thought we had perfect weather for this Mean Girls Day. What about you?
That's right. I missed the memo of wearing pink, but Elijah Cabrales is next with a look at weather.
Good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you your weather forecast. The skies are beautiful and sunny with a temperature of 87 degrees. Your winds are looking great at only a small 3 miles per hour. Humidity at 13%, that dew point at 32, and your barometer at 29.99. On our high, we're going to look at a whopping 90 degrees, our low 60, and right in the middle, a beautiful 83. As we can see, our record high for the year 2000 a day was a 95-degree high with that low in 1963 at 41 degrees. Your precipitation is looking at a regular 0%. We're not getting no precipitation in the forecast today, but for the year it was 3.64 inches. And let's head back to that desk.
Thank you. It's not a high-profile launch of celebrities into space, but there are important rocket launches at Spaceport America. On Tuesday morning, Up Aerospace launched its 21st suborbital spaceflight. The rocket carried a variety of experiments for things like global navigation and collecting environmental data as part of the United Nations Committee for the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space.
Nearly 3 years after an accidental shooting death on the set, the Western film Rust premieres next month. Cinematographer Helena Hunches was fatally shot in October 2021 with a prop gun that actor Alec Baldwin was holding. The movie Armorer is serving an 18-month sentence for manslaughter. She was the responsible party charged with making sure firemen were safe. The movie will debut at the International Cinematography Film Festival in Poland. Hunches' work will be honored during the festival, which runs from November 16 to the 23rd. Stay tuned. Elijah will be back with your national weather forecast.
But first, some tips that might help you live a longer and healthier life. More on that when News 22 continues. Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Thursday,
where news matters. Flu season is here, and so are 2 local hospitals back again to offer drive-through flu shots for everyone 6 months and up. It's the annual Boot to the Flu event from 8 a.m. to noon Saturday, October 19 at both Mountain View Regional Medical Center and Three Crosses Regional Hospital in Las Cruces. People are encouraged to show up early for a place in line. Flu vaccine is supplied by the New Mexico Department of Health and will be dispensed free for adults and children at Mountain View Regional Medical Center and adults only at Three Crosses Regional Hospital. But let's just see how everyone else is doing after hurricane season.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take it to national weather.
Yeah, right. That's
Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at that national weather map. As we can see over in El Paso, our neighbors, it's going to be a beautiful 70 degrees this evening. In Minute Falls, it's going to be 56. Dallas, Texas, we're going to go to that 67. As we can see, it's a pretty good low temperatures all across the United States, as we're going to see some winds over there on the other side of the West Coast. Rain over in Buffalo at 63 degrees. And in Phoenix, a 79 this evening. Let's go to that next map. For your tropical storms approaching, as we enter into October, we need to watch for Kirk and Leslie. Kirk is expected to get stronger as it steers north and then moves east with high pressure, 1 to 2, 1 in the Gulf and 2 in the Atlantic. Leslie, though, is on its heels. It is not expected to reach the U.S., but if it does, it is moving rapidly and will hit Sunday on the East Coast. Let's go to that last map. And as we can see for our storms, for the September totals, they are at a high on 243, hurricanes at 143, and your major at 68. Now let's go back to that desk. And let's, all right, right after that break. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Let's get back with our local forecast. As we can see in Farmington, it's going to be 60 degrees, Santa Fe 80, Albuquerque at a beautiful 86, Ruidoso at 75, Las Cruces at 87, and Deming at a really nice 78. As we can see for tomorrow, Socorro at a high 90, following Las Cruces at 93. As we can see, our lowest is pretty looking good. Deming and Ruidoso are really taking that. So let's go to the next one. In Alamogordo, tonight it is a beautiful 57 degrees. Tomorrow a high of 90, beautiful and sunny. As we can see, a Truth or Consequences, tonight 57. It's a beautiful low. Tomorrow 92 of a high, beautifully and sunny still. In Silver City 55, 86 is going to be your high with a little bit of cloudy but still sunny overall. In Silver City, Las Cruces is a nice crisp 60 degrees, and tomorrow jump back up to that high 93, beautiful and sunny. And let's shoot back to that desk.
I don't know about you, Abby, but I'm very interested in how the Aggies are doing in sports.
I know. I heard that the swim team is getting ready for their new season. Tristan, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Queens. Coming up in sports, Caitlin Clark has just made Rookie of the Year. You can yeet that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Hey, I'm Tristan Thomas, and let's talk sports today. The Aggies women's swim team is cannonballing into the swimming and diving season this Friday. This will be their first dual meet of the year against an actual opponent, facing off against North Texas. New Mexico State will be led by first-team WAC honorees Emily Dobbins, Naomi Slee, Cody Women, and Katie Rink. In the last 4 years, the Aggies have been 2-1 against the not-so-mean and green and have maintained this dominance since 2004 with a 6-3 record against North Texas. You can catch their game at 4 p.m. at the New Mexico State Swimming and Diving Complex. And the Aggies are taking on the Panthers. After a pair of home field victories, the Aggies women's soccer team hit the road for the beaches of Miami, where they are currently facing against Florida International University. The Aggies have played the Panthers only one other time, settling a tense game with a tie. The Panthers have a 2-0 record in conference play, and the Aggies are hoping to blemish that tonight. And that is unfortunately all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action next week, still ahead on News 22. Elijah will be back to take a look at your 5 weather forecast.
Now, Elijah, what can you tell us about that weather?
So this week is going to look beautiful with it being sunny all week. Your high on Friday being 93. And Sunday also being 93, your lowest low being a beautiful 57 on Sunday, and Tuesday, of course, is going to be the best with your high of being at 88.
And that's all for News 22.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Tune in next week for more news. I'm Abigail Salas.
And I'm Carmina Conde.
And from the whole News 22 team, Carmina, Elijah, Tristan, and myself, have a good night and a good weekend.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Miguel Montenegro con las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. Un hombre de 33 años muere tras recibir un disparo en una casa a la calle Holly el miércoles por la noche. La policía de las Cruces responde a un reporte de disparos y encuentra a un hombre con una herida de bala que fue trasladado a un hospital cercano donde fue declarado muerto. Investigadores creen que el hombre y el residente de la casa habían tenido una relación previa. La relación y el motivo del tiroteo aún está bajo investigación. Las autoridades notificarán a la familia del hombre antes de dar a conocer su nombre al público. El ejército mexicano informa sobre los hechos ocurridos antier con destino a Chiapas. Alrededor de las 9 de la noche, soldados detectaron una camioneta que conducía a alta velocidad que intentaba evitar el personal militar. Detrás de ella conducían dos camionetas usadas por grupos criminales que tras escuchar disparos, dos soldados respondieron y detuvieron una de las camionetas. Al acercarse, el personal militar encuentra 33 migrantes de diversas nacionalidades, 4 de ellos fallecieron, 12 resultaron heridos y 17 personas ilesas. Los heridos recibieron primeros auxilios y fueron trasladados a un hospital, donde murieron más de 2. Los soldados que dispararon fueron suspendidos. Este incidente ya está en manos de la Fiscalía para realizar las investigaciones. En los próximos días, las embajadas y la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores trabajarán en conjunto para apoyar a los migrantes. Las investigaciones están en proceso, le mantendremos informados. Esto ha sido todo por mi parte y que tengan un bonito fin de semana.